Hello everyone, welcome back to RCH Builders. So today we have a really small project that we're going to have to do. Going to knock it out really, not super quick, but in just one video hopefully. But the issue that we have is there's a major leak here. The reason that it's leaking is multiple reasons. One, the roof wasn't done correctly up top. The second is the fact that this beam with a low pitch roof already has a huge sag in it. It probably sags a good 1.5 to 2 inches in the middle, which has made the roof line above also sag with that low pitch, which is creating a spot that just holds water until it finally drains through the bad roofing. I'm going to be fixing the roof up top as well, but that will be on another video. The reason that I'm not doing the roof first is because, again, like I mentioned in the house flip number 1 videos, if you fix the roof first and then you jack all of this up, then you're going to pop the nails that are up above. Those nails are going to end up popping. The roof is not going to be, the roofing materials themselves are not going to be structurally sound to the roof. They're going to mechanically be able to blow off easily. So first we're going to have to fix this. This is just a 2x6 header spanning almost 12 feet, and that is way underspanned. This should be at least a 2x10 minimum, but because of the fact that they have the actual rafters, you've got the ceiling joist and the actual rafters bearing down on top of here, plus from this side as well. In that case, it's needing to be 3 9¼ inch by 1 3/4 laminated LVL beams. So that's what we're going to have to put up here. One of the good things about this is I believe I'm only going to have to build a temporary wall on one side here. So building it on this side should support both, because these right here, this is the 2x4 that goes for this addition here, and pretty much all of them come about a foot and a half past the wall, this beam. So building the one wall should support both. But the other issue that we're going to have to do is the fact that the rafters are not nailed to or up against the ceiling joist. So if we support the ceiling joist, we're not supporting the rafters. What I'm going to do is essentially build a tiny wall above, basically from the bottom of the joist up to support the rafters, with a double top plate across here. Then I'll build a wall from there down to the beam below, and that should support both. So I'm going to get started with that real quick. Alright, so that's the top. From there we should be able to just go ahead and put the bottom in, and then put the studs up to there, and we'll try and get that done real quick, and then we should be able to tear out the old beam. Alright, so did the same thing that I did down there with house flip number 1 again. Basically, I've cut all of these. I measured it over here on the end, roughly, and I dropped on this. In this case, I dropped it just a hair, because of the way I'm going to put the beam in. But I picked all of these joists up a good. Oh well, over here I picked it up 1 inch. By the time I got over there, it might have been closer to 2.5. But now nothing, see if I can let y'all see, nothing is setting down on this 2x6 beam. there's a gap in between. Don't know if y'all could see that, because I couldn't tell from down here. But hopefully you could. We'll see when I go to editing. But now that that's like that, I'm going to go ahead and work on removing that beam and putting the new one up. So first thing is getting that one out. I might try to set the camera up over there if y'all can see. I might at least do that when I try and put the new beam up, but I'm not sure. Because it's so close, even on this wide aspect ratio, I'm not sure if you'll actually be able to see. You might still be able to see better from this side, even though the temporary wall's in the way. Alright, so that took a little longer than was hoping, but got that end ready for the beam. Now I need to get this end ready. On this end, what I'm going to do probably is just simply remove this corner completely all the way down to the ground. And then after I get the beam up on that side, I will jack this end up where it's level, and then I'll put I'll cut this accordingly and slide it in underneath. I think that's going to be the easiest way to do this large beam here. So anyways, I'm going to get started with that. Alright, so I believe that's what I'm going to do for that. I'm going to leave it right there. So basically I just put down the plate where I'm going to want the end to be, so that all I have to do is cut the 4x6 and put it in place on top of it. I won't have to try and mess with that when I get the beam sitting up there just jacked up. Personally, if it was me, I mean, this is completely up to the homeowner and the people that are actually doing this. I'm not. If it was me, I would simply move this closet wall in line with this and take it across. This has to be here because this is where you can see right here, that screw hole and that line going there, you can see, that is where the joist is. So this needs to bear down where that joist sits on top of the rim joist and all that, the old rim joist. So for support, it has to be here. It can't be back here where this is, or it would technically only be sitting on 1.5 to 1 7/8 bearing, and this needs to have each one of these plies, which there's 3.5, it's supposed to have 3.5 inches, which this way is 3.5, and then the ply is 1 3/4, so basically a 4x6 going 4 inches this way, 6 this way is almost perfect for this, which is what I've got basically there set up already. That one's going to be the funner one, trying to slide it in and up. That's part of the reason why I got that one already, and then I can just jack this end up because there's nothing in the way above other than just the material. There's not anything set, and I don't have to slide it up and in. So this is going to be the easiest way to do it. It's still going to be kind of difficult because I'm going to have to try to kind of put all three of them together before sliding it in and up there, because otherwise I can't nail it together the way I need to. But going to go ahead and get some of this trash out the way here, and then get started on bringing those in. I'll probably cut them outside, then bring them in and start putting them together. Alright, so 129 7/8 is what we need. I'm just going to go ahead and cut all 3 of them. Then I'll take them inside and we'll get to nailing them together. I'll set my air compressor up and nail all of that stuff. Like actually nail it off, all the stuff that I just put in with temporary decking screws, except for the temporary wall. Of course, we'll be removing that so the screws helps. Based off the length here, I could have got in 12-foot boards, but unfortunately none of the stores around have any in stock. All they got is 14s. So rather than having to special order them and wait for weeks, because this project's needing to get done fairly quickly, just went with what they had. It's more waste, but I could always maybe save them for a header somewhere. All right, everyone. So, of course, I tried to get it in the shot as far as I went ahead and nailed the back side of that after I took down the wall. You should be able to see the beam fully in. The other crew is supposed to be putting hurricane brackets on and actually finishing out the room itself. Just the structural part I was needing to do for them. The other things that we're going to be doing here is I'm going to be doing the back side of the roof, and we'll be changing out windows later on once those are in. But that might be a few weeks from now, I'm not sure, by the time the windows are ready, because they're made to order. But with that being the case, that should be about it for this one. I had to move outside because they playing music inside, and I don't want to get docked on YouTube for music that is not approved, so, or rights free. But anyways, as far as this video goes, that's going to be it. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you the next time.